Hello, friends. What I want to talk to you about today is a principle called the decision paralysis. This is playing such a big role in our lives, in all of our lives. I don't care who you are and what you do for a living and what economic status you have and what lifestyle you have. It is affecting you and you don't even know it. But I'll give you an example. Imagine you're hungry and the options are a hamburger or a pizza. The decision can come real quick, you pick one or the other. Now imagine you're hungry and you enter a room that has 36 gourmet prepared meals from 36 different cultures, all made by a very qualified chef, which is the foods are the best versions of their nationality and the culture. Then the decision becomes a lot more difficult. Now, decision paralysis will set in and you don't know, well, maybe I should have a little of this and then little of that, and then, oh my God, this is so good, maybe I should have more of this, and then, but what about that food over there? That looks so good, whatever. And now the same thing, of course, has permeated into the dating scene and this day. When in history have we had an seemingly available abundance of, you go on a dating site, on one dating site, and there is 750 men that are supposedly all perfect, all posed in their perfect posture. They all have a lot of money. They're all tall. They all are ideal, and they all are better than the one she's dating right now. Seemingly. That's the operating word here. And then there are multiple other dating sites which have even more number of men, whatever. So she goes out with one man that, she liked, obviously. She otherwise she wouldn't have, carried on a conversation and actually made a date with him. She liked him. She go out with him. And, he says one wrong thing among 90 right things. He does one thing wrong, and she comes home and she says, yeah, well, he was nice, but look, I've got 1,200 other emails from other men, and there's about 7,000 other men that are available on these combined dating sites. So decision paralysis sets in, and she just can't make a decision. Now, this not only affects the women that are potentially available, that are in the dating scene and are, not in a committed relationship, but it also very much affects the ones that are in a committed relationship, living with a guy, married, or just dating somebody steadily. And they get, I've had my male friends tell me, I went on a business trip for 3 weeks and my girlfriend told me, I feel really guilty, I was really mad at you, so I logged on to Tinder and I looked, and I just wanted to tell you just in case you knew. And he says, oh, how the hell did I know? I was away in another country on a business trip, and how the hell am I gonna know if you did that or not? And that's the time that she told him. God knows how many other times she's done it. And that kind of woman needs to be dropped immediately. I mean, during that conversation, because this is a non-committal woman that's always looking for a better deal, and eventually that relationship will end. And it did end, of course. It did end, of course. My prediction was 100% correct. And not because I'm some kind of a genius, not because I can see the future, but because I put two and two together and I extrapolate. I read between the lines. This is what I tell you to do every day of your life, from the time you wake up until you sleep. Read between the lines. Look at what is not being said. So back to the main point here. Decision paralysis. This is affecting let's say you're looking for to buy a used car online. How many options do you see? Oh, this looks good, but this one looks better. Oh, but this one is a little further out from here, but it's got less miles, and the color is nicer, and it's owned by an individual, whatever. So the decision paralysis. In the old days, men and women, and this is not about women, this is about both sexes. In the old days, the man would have to go to a bar or a restaurant or some kind of an outing, wedding or some kind of a party and muster up the courage to talk to a woman that he liked, offer her a drink, whatever. Maybe she liked him, maybe he didn't, and then he had to muster up the courage further to ask her if he can see her again and all that. Now the guy is sitting in his tank tops in some room, and he's sending the same form letter. Oh, I really like your profile, you really look nice, I would love to go out with you. And he sends that to 400 women in one night, hoping, throwing darts in the dark, hoping one of them will answer. Is this a courageous, bold man who can approach women? No, he's just some average Joe who's probably lying about everything on his website, on his site, and has the zero courage, but very courageous when he's sitting behind a computer screen. Same for both sexes. Same for both sexes. So this decision paralysis has affected every aspect of our lives because we've never had to deal with this before. Thank God I'm of the age that I did not grow up with internet. But imagine the ones who are, from a young age exposed to it, and this is all they know. How do they decide if someone is good? They go out, again, I say they go, a woman goes out with a guy that, he's pretty decent, is more than she could ask for, but she comes home and there's, 275 other emails from that day, and she's going, yeah, he was good, but these other guys might be better. This one has a nicer car. This one makes more money. Says he makes more money. This one says he's taller, etc., etc., etc. This decision paralysis has destroyed. I'd say it's not a double-edged sword. It's it's a sword that has two negative sides and one positive side. It's good that there are options and everything, but decision paralysis is something that affects all of us. There is no way that you can avoid it unless you have the fortitude to go with what you like and examine it and investigate it further. For example, going out with somebody 2, 3, 4, 5 times in different situations to see if they're really good. Don't judge them just by one meeting or one wrong move that they make or one right move that they make. Give it some time, and then give that situation a chance to see where it goes before you make your judgment. That is a point I wanted to make today, and I hope it helps. I don't know what the solution is besides what I just said, but it's a fact that is out there affecting all of us in really most aspects of our lives. All the best.